shoot, you took it free.
You a liar.
7 days a week.
Where they come from, bro?
That rest song.
Who was hot? Where they came from again?
She's free, 7 days a week.
That won't be hot. You take that off. Oh,
We asked him.
That shit look really already, boy.
Get you do, bro. You good?
Now let me load up.
Chris, I might have to stay over here.
What you mean? No, go out. Now you got to fart again?
No, I said I'm gonna have to. What the fuck? I said I'm gonna have to stay over here. What the fuck they got to do with me farting?
I need that more liquor.
What's going on?
No, I don't. I'm already. I'm full.
I'm what's God, but I ain't what's God.
You can't do nothing in front of him because he just extra.
For him?
Yes.
You feel me? You feel me?
Are you the same, Jordan?
Come on, Brian.
Are you just the same as him?
No.
Okay.
I'll get you. You ready?
Yeah. Power and prayers to my people. We are about to do maintenance. Welcome back to the Nickel Planet Podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Amil. Got Grant in the building. How you feeling tonight, King?
I'm doing good. How about yourself?
I'm good, but I ain't great enough. I'm full, but I ain't ate enough.
You said you're gonna stop saying
I'm good, but I ain't great enough. I'm full, but I ain't ate enough. And Jared don't say so much. The coals ain't safe enough. I'm feeling actually alright now, man. You know, I had a little mishap we'll get into in a little bit, but
Mishap like today? Or
it's a few minutes ago. Sound like a decade ago. I still got a decade to flow. I still got a decade to go.
You gotta relax.
I'm finished too. Let me go Woosah. I watched Bad Boys 3 the other day. It got a lot of replay value. I will say that. I feel like they waited too long. I'm going off on the tangents, not how I planned it. Special guest to the left of me, Station 9 Gangster.
Tiffany. Tiff Chantel on Instagram.
Shout out to Tiff is back. I would play I'm a Survivor. I would not give up. I am a survivor. Tiff, no, real talk, got me laughing, but Tiff is a COVID-19 survivor.
I'm glad you still here with us.
A lot of people, not a lot of people, she ain't having a goddamn face. A couple people was asking what Tiff had. And Tiff had the quarantine, Tiff had to fight for her life. Tiff was in a bad way, you know, but she bounced back. Tiff, if you want to, you know what I'm saying, holler at the people, let them know. Now we talking, let me know. Who the fuck is that? Tiff, let the people know about your journey with COVID and how you've been doing and what's been up with you.
Hey y'all, they missed me. Well, let me just say this. It's been a journey. I caught COVID in I'll say that like May 1st. I caught COVID May 1st. It was a difficult time. It was a surreal time because it was life or death. When I got to the hospital, they really didn't. What I would say, if you didn't come into the hospital with a fever, if you didn't come in there half dead, they wasn't taking it seriously. I had shortness of breath, which caused me to go into the hospital. They asked me to do the plasma, which is blood from someone who's already had COVID. And the first time I turned it down because I didn't know, and no, we don't trust those people.
They didn't let you know that you needed that or you would perish?
They just told me that because those people actually got through COVID, and because of the symptoms that I had, and because of how young I was, that there was a possibility that I would make it out okay through
without doing it.
No, with doing it.
Okay.
So I didn't really stand a chance without doing the plasma. What happened? I was not breathing on my own. I was breathing on a machine, and because I was so young, they didn't want to give me the actually ventilator where I had to stick the tube down my throat.
Mm-hmm.
So the first night they let me go through in the ICU, I refused to do the plasma because I didn't know anything about it. I called my job, which is 2nd.MD, and they're a second opinion company, and they told me that it was best for me to do it because that was basically the only option. And when my doctor came in, they told me that I didn't have a choice. So they were saying either do the plasma or...
Oh, you had a choice, but I get what you're saying.
I had a choice, but they just told me to do the plasma or suffer. And it was just like, either you were going to die from... You can die from plasma or you can die from suffering from COVID.
Oh, so plasma has some death risk too?
It did. It does.
Oh, shit.
So because you never know the antibodies that they put in your body. You don't know if your body will be accepting of it, and if it's not accepting of it, then you may possibly die. Long story short, I did the plasma, I survived, and I'm okay. Now it did take me 2 months to go through through the COVID.
We have you here too.
No, I'm gonna finish. It took me 2 months to get through the COVID. I'm gonna just let you know, just in case.
Well, you're here, so that's fine.
And I'm okay.
They're gonna take their own journey. It might take them 3 months or 2 weeks.
It could.
We have you here, Tiff. I did miss you until you farted in here. Like I don't
You
fart
didn't.
in
Go
here.
on, get it. So let me let y'all know. We were just sitting here pre-production, just doing what we doing. Tip walks to the kitchen. I'm trying to get the sound together. I hear a noise. I ignore it. Peyton, did you just fart? And they go on the whole rant. Now I do have it for y'all. So
Listen, anybody who knows me, like I hold women in such a high regard. Like women are just precious, clean, nice women. Ain't no way you finna around me. And I'ma still look at you that same way.
But I did not.
Now,
I did not do that. I did not do
And
that.
I hate you. Oh, my boo boo don't stink, or my fart don't stink, ass people. It's shit and it's bodily gas. It has a stench.
Did you smell it?
Listen, because I closed my
Did
nose.
you smell it?
I closed my nose.
It doesn't matter. Did you smell it?
No, I did because I closed my nose.
Exactly. I've been eating
Chill.
clean for the last
I don't
week,
give a fuck what you been eating.
and I passed gas over there. It's
Go out,
normal.
no, go
It's
outside. I
life.
know it's not. Go outside. Walking outside is normal too.
Anyway, can we change the subject?
No, we can't. Walking outside is normal too. Grant don't fart in here. I don't fart in here.
I didn't know that. I didn't know the rules. I didn't know there were rules before I walked in this
I don't know if
house.
it's real. I just ain't gonna fart. Like,
Thank you. As a woman, you
If
should
I have to pass
well,
gas,
you can't say as a woman she can't.
step. No,
I
as a
will
woman, you
pass
can
gas.
fart. As a woman, you shouldn't want to let off a few rounds in
I
front
have
of you.
health problems. I cannot
You
hold
don't got no.
my
Oh, now you got health problems. Okay, anyway.
Binge.
Listen.
Binge.
Listen. Okay, sickly.
But we're not going to get
Oh,
into
he
that.
insensitive. He's
No.
no. All right, what?
Sickly.
She got to relax.
Listen, I prayed for her.
That's
Listen,
Whoa.
I prayed for
Thank
her.
you.
Did you feel that, bro?
No, did not.
Well, you hear from
And
you
I
hear from
tweeted,
you
and
hear
I
from
tweeted and said I don't want everybody to pray for me because I don't know where your prayers
you
go.
hear from our prayers.
I didn't hear
Me?
from your prayer.
Well, you gave it to your mom, so she wasn't praying for you. Anyway, listen. Shout out to everybody who got COVID, had COVID, or anybody affected by it, who lost lives. Praying for y'all, not trying to be insensitive. I had a whole big schedule for Tiff's return, but she wasn't acting right in them streets. Shout out to the Living Single crew. I'm mad y'all kicked Treasure out, but I'll hit Treasure up later. Shout out to the thick friend. Shout out to the other Tiff. I'm mad both of y'all
And
named
Robbie,
Tiff.
my best friend.
Shout out to Robinisha. Is it Robinisha or Robinisha?
It's Robbie and Mika is now inducted into it. Not Tamika, but LaMika. We're not gonna get into that.
Oh, absolutely not. Absolutely not. That's young people business. I'm feeling good. Grant, you feeling straight? Yeah, shout out to the boy. Shout out to all the young boys. Let's get right into it, man. I did want to start with some fake political shit, but I'm gonna have fun this episode. We're gonna get into different bags. C Murder, Monica, Kim K versus Percy Miller. Who gonna jump into it first?
I would say Percy Miller versus all of them. Ain't none one of them people said nothing about him but C Murder. P and C.
Okay. Okay, great. No, you get the listeners who might not know. Get them abreast of the situation. Catch them up to speed.
So,
what's going on?
C Murder's been in jail since 2002
Mm-hmm.
For murder. So he has like it's been a long noted history that him and Master P don't really get along. Master P is in my opinion, I think he's an alpha male who likes things to go a certain way, and I think C Murder is the same way, and they just bump heads. And C Murder gonna do what he do, Master P gonna do what he do, and naturally that comes to a head. Like I'm gonna do it this way. Okay, well I disagree, so man, go do it your way. You will see. You gonna need me.
Mm-hmm.
I think so. See, I think throughout the years, of course, I think Master P wants to support his brother, and I think he has. But I think it's other people that's been doing that too. But I think Master P is the type of person that wants the credit, or he needs that to be shown.
You know, we try not to interrupt each other here.
Go ahead.
You doing some? I don't like how you doing this.
I love it. I do.
Because I now see where you at on the topic. No, finish your shit, Grant, because I'm gonna get into my spiel whenever you done.
No, so but
because I want you to catch the people up to speed. You're doing it your own way, do your thing, and then give your opinion on the situation.
I'm doing all that at once.
I see it, and I hate it.
I know. Because I don't got time to go back and forth. That's what I always want to say that. Nah, but Monica has been posting him for months now, but the No Limit shit just came out, so it seems it's more out there in the present than the last month, rather. And so, but she was posting shit back in. I think a lot of people didn't even know that they were actually together at one point.
The young people.
Yeah,
Like the social media age of people.
No, it's older people that didn't know that too.
That's crazy.
People didn't even know. Should have known better was about him.
That's crazy.
No, it is. But so,
yeah.
And that's furthermore, it let me know because people's like, I don't know you. Like, you know, like stop, bro.
Well, we know what he mean by I don't know.
I didn't know.
She uttered the same sentiments.
No,
like I talked to Silk. I don't know you. I don't talk to you.
But his I don't know you was kind of like you ain't never been around. Like, and
he
know that.
If that's how you took it, yeah, I didn't take it that way.
Of course you did.
And he threw her marriages out there.
No, hold on, Till you get your chance. Finish, Grant.
So, no, I think Monica was right. Is I never disrespected you, but you would fail to respect me. You ain't have to say nothing to. Basically, what I got from her is you didn't have to bring me into this at all. That's y'all beef. Leave me out of it. Don't get mad because we're doing something outside of what you doing.
Mm-hmm.
Because all of it helps at some point.
Right.
That's just what I got out of it. So that's why I say if anybody's wrong situation, it's him. Because you bring a negativity to it. And that's towards your brother, not nobody.
Okay. Well, Blake, definitively tell us how you think he wrong.
Just by calling them out.
Now if you got smoke for C,
just keep it.
Just ask him her.
That's him.
Okay.
That's it. Like Monica Kim K ain't did nothing to you. Ain't said nothing to you. Ain't said you ain't did nothing. All Monica did was speak her piece.
Okay.
I think she got the right to do that. She got a relationship with him. No matter what, I don't think he's okay to attack her personal business, relationships, whatever that may be. She could have talked to her husband and said, "Hey, I got a relationship with this man. That's just what it's gonna be."
Absolutely.
He don't know that.
Absolutely.
He just said he don't know her, so you don't know what she did.
Absolutely.
That's why I think he's wrong.
Okay. Tiff.
Personally, I feel like he was wrong. First of all, he shouldn't have brought that to the Instagram. I feel like he had a point to prove because maybe people was writing him or saying things to him of like why all of a sudden Monica and Kim Kardashian was trying to get his brother out of jail and what was he doing or what was his part that he was playing. The whole I'm an ATM, I'm a bank, or whatever he said. Basically, he's the money person.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like that was bullshit. I feel like that was unnecessary. Also, him calling out that she was married was also unnecessary. I felt like at the end of the day, whatever issue or situation that y'all have, it shouldn't have been to the public. Silence is really virtue in some situations. You shouldn't have to go out and explain anything of what your part of what you did to help this person out in a situation.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the position that you play in, the role that you play in, you knew better to go out there to do that. And you did it, and your son also did it.
You seen some Romeo say?
Romeo also said something as well.
What did Romeo say? Can we pull that up?
No, nobody. No.
Exactly.
I think he just said the same thing. He said,
he's gonna always agree with his father because whatever. Anyway,
what Silk was saying.
But I just feel like
That's
at
cool.
the end of the day, if your brother, if they're trying to find the resources,
don't ever in your life, cause that's jam.
That's my nigga.
That's cool. You love any friend? You don't even know that, do you?
She wasn't outside. Continue to.
You don't know this?
who?
Trina and Silk. Don't worry about it. That's cool.
Yeah, I don't know Maya still, but anyway,
That was hard too.
Man,
it was
he
very hard.
Fuck, I don't know. Go ahead.
He didn't know how to rap, but long story short, he was just talking on the record. Long story short, what I have to say, he worse than Birdman. Like,
He was in his bag a little bit.
No, he was not in his bag.
Okay. We'll get the music later. Finish.
Long story, what I have to say is that he should never brought that out to us. Nobody really gave a fuck about what he had to say in regards to his brother. Whatever you were doing, it don't have to stop. Basically, he made it seem like as if someone was down in what he was doing or whatever part that he played, and no one ever did that. Like, it just didn't make any sense to me. So I just don't respect it at all. And like,
well, I hear what y'all saying. So let me get my piece and we
Go
can.
ahead.
Let's get the chop in this fable. As far as P is concerned, and if I don't know if y'all remember this or not, I think a little while ago, P was saying him and C wasn't really saying eye to eye, wasn't really fucking with each other. And when you, I've never been behind the walls or whatever, but I can only imagine that when you you feel stuck and feel like nobody enough can never be enough. A lot can never be enough. Like P say, we've been fighting this shit since the beginning, holding rallies, money, this, that, and the third. And for C Murder to speak out against P and to speak out against his mom and daddy, I'm only going by what P says. I haven't been following this shit. I can understand the frustration on Master P's behalf. When C Murder is writing books and making songs and dressing it up like, oh, they don't fuck with him, they're not doing this, that, and the third. P said in the No Limit documentary, stop, get out that element. Do what I did. You wanted to do what you did, and now you're in this predicament. Your friends turned on you, this, that, and the third. Now, addressing say your piece, Grant.
Telling somebody to get out of an element is kind of like a blind testament. He telling him stop going to the Magnolia and hanging in the hood. He didn't get in trouble in Magnolia. He got in trouble in Baton Rouge.
But he got in trouble around the people he was hanging around with. He told him change your environment, change your people.
But again,
and you of all people should.
But I'm never gonna tell my brother that and expect him to do that because I know we different. I understand that.
But if you and your brother and you are spearheading that y'all have changed y'all trajectory, changed y'all life, y'all millionaires, and he still decides. You're right, he's his own man. Still decides to go do what he doing and hang with who he hang with and get caught up in a predicament to where he can't get himself out, and he looking at you to get him out, and your hands are tied. You exhausting all resources.
You don't know that he looked to P to get him out.
I'm pretty sure he did.
I'm pretty sure he did. When he got in trouble, he was a millionaire himself.
I'm pretty sure that runs out. He wasn't making no more money.
You missing my point.
And everything that he making, P making money off that too.
But do we know that P was actually there for him?
We don't know anything.
No, because
we don't know anything.
No, it's documented. P was like, that's him. Like that's him. He gonna have to deal with that.
I seen P outside the courthouse street.
No, but you can't say I do whatever it takes to make sure my brothers don't go down, and I do whatever it takes to protect my brothers. Then when your brothers fight you back and go against what you feel like is right for them, say fuck it, I'm turning my back.
That's like you can't do both. You can say that.
If you know that your brother was 100% innocent,
let me finish my point because let me finish my point. Because at the end of the day, like I say, I feel P more. I feel P side more so than C Murder because I probably would do what P do. I identify more with P. I don't have to do this street shit no more. I don't have to hang around these people. And granted, I feel like you could identify with that as well. But you also, where we come from, we know you can't. What you mean you can't?
I can't identify with P.
So you don't feel like once you get to a certain level,
I can. What you think? What you saying and what he's doing? I don't think the same.
What am I saying? What he
doing? You're saying, just completely remove it and get away from. Like I'm not. I don't think that's what it was.
He told him, basically from what I.
That's what we don't take the same thing.
But maybe
okay.
I find contradiction.
Okay. Basically, I feel like P was telling one to C Murder, hey man, listen, don't go to these places, don't put yourself in these situations. I guess you can still go to the hood, this, that, and I don't know, but I'm not finna get caught up in that shit. If you want to continue to live life, you're your own man. I can't stop you. You gotta take what deal with that. And rightfully so, you hate to say I told you so, but I told you this was gonna happen.
But you turn your back on your people.
Let me finish. Don't interrupt me. Don't interrupt me, Tiff.
No.
Tiff, let me finish. I let you finish.
You didn't, but okay.
Yes, I did. For the most part, I let y'all interrupt me 4 times already. I asked y'all to interrupt me. Cool. I'm just saying. I identify more with P, and from this regard, we can disagree on this, whatever. You do what you want to do. You're your own man, and now you got yourself in a situation. Now, P want to publicly say, or even probably say, well, fuck, he got to deal with that on his own. Yeah, out of frustration, absolutely. But at the end of the day, he going to be there for his brother. Do I feel like he have been there for his brother? I would say yes. Now, to the question I asked, who was he wrong for including Monica and Kim K?
Very much so.
I personally don't think he is.
He is very much wrong.
Why do you say it's okay for P to be frustrated but not C Murder?
I didn't say C Murder couldn't be frustrated.
But you just said
I'm saying,
but you're smart enough to be able to understand both sides.
I told you we understand with both sides, but I am more on the side of P.
So you were siding with P.
Absolutely.
No, but my thing is, even if I that's what I'm saying. I understand the frustrations of people. I understand it, and that's cool. You have the right to be that. But see, Berta does too. If I'm going through this, no matter what I'm saying, if you know I'm innocent, I know I'm innocent. We know who did it. You can't get mad at me because
he can't.
I got no. You can't get mad at me and say fuck me and turn your back when you said you want to do that. That's where you wrong.
Okay, I can see that. Okay.
That's my point.
Okay, I'm no fight.
I don't care. I don't care if you say, man. I don't care if you tell me, nigga, I'm tired of this shit. Snitch on them niggas to do whatever. Because the same shit P telling C Murder not to do is the same shit he did. He just got lucky or blessed. However you want to look at it.
Okay, yeah, I would do that so you don't have to.
I ain't said it, but C Murder's the only one of everybody else ever around him who was the one said, I don't want that shit. Like, I'm gonna start my own shit. And
that's perfectly fine.
And no, it ain't. I don't think it was.
Why not?
I just the way P is.
Still
I don't think it
and
was.
Tupac shit. Question. So why do you feel like no, it's on some Suge Knight and Tupac shit? But question, why do you think that Monica and Kim K is wrong for what they do?
I honestly don't. That first initial P post, he was only he had smoke for C Bird in that. Now him adding Monica, could he have done without it? Absolutely. But the fact that he did, do I think he was wrong in that? No, because I didn't see no disrespect towards them in
But
that.
they never said anything about Master P.
It don't matter. He chose to, and I don't feel like he was wrong in choosing to. Now let's get to.
He did what he was supposed to do. He apologized.
Let's get to. He did.
Yeah, he did.
Let's get.
Because he said his words were.
Can we read his apology?
It's gonna be a lot for me to find. But
it's on you spent a lot of
it's on Shade Room. It's a lot to go to that.
Okay, let me.
And so, but he said,
Talk.
"My bad. That ain't had nothing to do with you. That's between me and my brother. And at the end of the day, we gonna always be family, no matter what we go through." That's basically what he said. Because basically what she said. Look, leave me out of that. That's between y'all men. I ain't got nothing to do with that.
Now for me, I feel like he was only apologizing because she felt disrespected. What he said, from what I read, wasn't disrespectful.
Well,
now, just the point of including her. If you want to apologize for that, cool.
What he said wasn't not disrespectful, but if she feels disrespected based on that and other instances that we don't know about, I can't say she wrong for feeling disrespected.
Absolutely. Now I'm on this page. Let's see.
No, it's gonna be on the Shade Room.
Okay, well let me get off this. Like I say, it was his prerogative. It was his decision to add them two in the post. Do I think he's wrong for that? No. What he was saying in that initial post, do I think he was wrong? No. He was just letting them know. Listen, you calling her your angel. Our mama put her house up that I paid for. You didn't call her your angel. You spoke out against us.
That's some sucker shit.
What?
You didn't call my mama your angel. You calling this woman your like what the fuck?
I didn't sucker
Why
shit.
you emotional like that?
You think you ungrateful?
How?
What you mean how?
Because a woman that I care about is
Listen.
fucking with me. What do you mean?
No, it's my Kim K. He called Kim K his angel.
If he feel like the woman is his like,
that's fine, but when you talk about our family, it's negative. And we was there way before her.
But maybe I feel like you motherfuckers turned your back on me.
But they was there.
Maybe not the way he felt.
It's always
maybe
he can be wrong.
He
He can be wrong.
Who can be wrong?
C Murder.
P can be wrong.
Absolutely.
Oh, that's okay. That's fine.
Now if you put up $1 million, I don't think what's wrong can you be?
Master P said he paid for that. C Murder could have paid for the house.
We
don't know.
Nah, okay.
So you act like C Murder broke.
Use
like
that on
everything.
everything. Use that on everything. Because I'm pretty sure in the 20 years he been incarcerated, because he said himself, I gotta release books and do whatever I gotta do to pay my lawyers the bare minimal and other shit to get his money. His money's gonna be ran. His money went long, man. His money went long.
Tell me this.
His money went long. Pause.
Tell me this, and I 100% fight that. Tell me this.
See, Murder money was long.
You think he was broke?
I didn't think it was broke in 20 years and fighting them cases.
Listen to this. When you in jail or when you suppressed or when you need something from somebody, what's the first thing you do as a black person? I'm broke. I don't have it. I need this. What the fuck? You cry wolf. That don't mean you actually broke. Because if you drop money, if you drop albums and they go on platinum and you own platinum albums, the royalties from that and y'all black owned and you making that money goes back unless P pocketing his portion.
Absolutely. So
continue with this. He's on Snoop Dogg album. He's on P album. He's on Mia X
album. So you mean to tell me
you getting some money?
You mean to tell me you honestly believe?
And millionaire broke is different from regular people broke. Right. No, it is like it is.
Yeah, we gonna get off.
Might got 100,000 and
we'll get this soon.
It might feel like he broke.
You honestly feel like in fighting that case in 20 years, C Murder didn't run out of money?
I don't think he ran out of money fighting the case. Not if he was helping him.
I'm to know his own money.
Not if he was helping him.
He was absolutely have. Let's exclude P and his money.
That's why I say no.
He said ATM closed.
My point. That's my point. If your brother's helping you in the beginning, if he like, man, I got that. Don't worry about it. He wasn't using his money then.
How much you think he had, Greg?
How much legal money? How much money you think he got to pay every year, every month to
First of all, he got a family, he got kids to take care of.
Okay.
That's money right there, and you fight the case, and your conversation, and other shit. Taxes. You said that when you're in jail, you exclude them taxes.
No, but you.
I think he ran out of bread, right? I'm sorry.
Of course. Okay.
I think he ran out of bread. Okay.
And I just don't like how Master P was like, "Oh, I'm the bank." Like that's all that matters. It's more to.
Well,
that's the only thing he got to stand on.
Exactly, and I don't like
what
that.
That's all they got to stand on.
His money.
How is that the only thing he got to stand on? He built the entire legacy. He made niggas millionaires.
No, I'm saying
He had the first deal. He's a legend. I'm not talking about. We just championed him last up.
We're not talking about his aspect of life. We're talking about in regards to helping his brother. All you doing is profiting money. That's nothing.
First of all, that part of the rant or the whatever he was saying, you want to call it a rant, wasn't just strictly for C Murder. He's talking about his whole entire family.
That's my point. How you mad at C?
But the whole rant was in regards to C Murder. At the end of the day, there was a whole rant was in regards to C Murder.
That's how you feel, P, bro.
I've been saying that.
Because you know goddamn well that's a country.
At the end of the day, I don't know about y'all.
How is that not a contradiction?
But as far as my immediate family, they think I'm the money man.
How is that not a contradiction?
What you mean?
Me saying, you said, P, don't call my family. Don't call my mama no names. Don't call them nothing. You ain't said nothing but negative shit about them. But then you turn around and say negative shit about them. This is why it's not a contradiction, because since C Murder before he got caught up, P warned him. No, matter of fact, let's go a step beyond that. I afforded you an opportunity. I turned you into a millionaire rapper. Let me finish my point. Save it for then. Let me work.
We don't know
that. We don't know that. We don't know what, Tim.
He just told his side of what did C Murder have to say in regards to that?
Okay, Tim. I'm not gonna do that with you. At the end of the day, first of all, let me finish. Please stop interrupting me. At the end of the day, we can whatever part of the timeline you want to start at. And this is why I say it's not a contradiction. I don't want to lose my train of thought. I made you a millionaire. You put in the work pool. I set this whole plan up for you. Hey, be a rapper, we finna get out the streets. You didn't want to get out the streets. I told you what's gonna happen to you if you keep on moving the way you move. Boom, it happened. I supported you. I put money up. I did this, that, and the third. That's what's not making a fucking contradiction. Because now, when we have done all we done for you, and you turn around and write books about us and write songs about us because you didn't feel like we did enough. That's why P feel like motherfuckers is ungrateful. That's an ungrateful person, in my opinion. You can disagree all you want. That's what making out a contradiction, in my opinion.
That don't make sense.
That don't make sense. He has a leg to stand on. C don't got one to stand on.
The point is, you mad at him for talking about your family publicly, but you turn around because you just said his post wasn't about just C. So it's about the mama, the auntie, the cousins, the brothers, the sisters.
What about
it's about everybody.
It's about ungrateful motherfuckers who want to use them for money.
The family, the same motherfuckers that C was talking about. Right?
No, C talking about.
Same motherfuckers.
C talking about.
What I got from it, it was okay for you to complain about shit until you made it publicly. That's all I got from it. It was like, okay, I know I'm the bank, I know I'm the money, I know I can just put money in your account or whatever I put money into, and it's okay. But as long as I bring it publicly, it's a problem.
Listen,
I don't know what you're talking about.
No, but when he said is that I know I'm the bank, I know I'm the whatever he said, I know I'm the bank or whatever. But he was like, but now I'm basically, since everybody is asking him questions, everybody coming to him in regards to like what's going on with C Murder, why have you been helping C Murder, why is Kim Kardashian helping him, why is Monica helping him, and then he's looking at, well, I know I'm the bank, basically I put the money into him being in jail, I'm making sure that he's good, I'm making sure that he's okay in jail, but now that you bought it publicly, it's a problem now.
I hear what you're saying, Tiff. We just
it makes sense, but
let's go this. Also, y'all feel like people's wrong for mentioning Monica now. I personally don't. We're gonna leave it at that. Let's perfect segue. Monica versus Brandy. Who y'all got?
Monica.
What?
Monica.
What?
Monica.
I got Brandy.
Not even close.
Go ahead.
It ain't close.
Not even close.
Huh?
Do you know how much content Monica put out over the years
Not even-
versus with
not
Brandy?
even
Bugging.
close. What's the last Brandy song you going back to?
Which one?
If you going back to the 90s and we done.
Listen,
Well,
that count. That count.
Brandy,
But Monica
have
have songs from the
you can't
90s.
name me 10 Brandy songs.
She
right now.
ran the 90s.
No, she fucking
She
did.
did not.
Between them two, she was the
Sitting in
better
My
artist.
Room is my only song that I love.
That's the one. Listen,
No,
I
okay,
love
listen.
it. I love
Listen, let me
I
say
love a
this.
few songs
Let me
by
say
her,
this. Let me say
but
this.
that's the
sound
only
crazy.
one.
You only saying that because you're not well versed in Brandy. Now, just say you like Monica.
Are you well versed in
Monica?
Monica?
Yes. I listen. At the end of the, I'm gonna tell you like this. This gonna sound stupid as fuck. If you ask me right now, like you just did, name their songs, Monica's way more relevant, more current. I fuck with her music. I feel like she sing better than Brandy. But when you go back to them hits that I can't do now,
It's only 5.
It's
My
only
nigga.
5.
So it's not.
She wouldn't even be in the thing if it was only 5.
Yes, she.
Let's name them.
You think she gonna come with 5?
No, she don't have. They not hit. They
I don't know anything from
Everybody
Fleetwood.
not finna. If you wasn't 15 to 20 during that time, you don't know them songs.
Monica can't be
For you, I will. Every motherfucker in the world know that
can't
song.
be sitting up in my room.
What?
Monica,
How
have
I
you
love you
ever?
so much.
She can't be how have you ever?
Okay, let's
For you, I will. Why I love you so much.
Let's go
Have
down
you
the
ever?
line. Wait, let's go down the line.
Everything to
Okay,
me.
Brandy, I
Love
want
all-
to be
love
down.
Everything to me.
I want to be
Fine.
down.
Love all
Broken
over.
hearted.
I want to be
Yeah.
down. Who that is?
I wanna-
That's Brandy.
shit.
I want to be down. She can't do nothing without
Hold
want to
on,
be down.
hold on. The
Some of that top of
boys
those,
line
man.
doesn't combine. Almost doesn't count. Top of the world. Have you ever? Sitting in my room. She was on a little song with what song set it off?
Oh yeah, the one I talked about last week. No one to know if you were
Okay.
to go.
Now let's go through Monica.
No, I thought.
Let's go through Monica.
Shit, come on, Monica.
And this is
not
not
even-
my
it's
business.
not-
We're gonna
it's
see.
not close,
Let's
man.
bet 20.
Okay.
Don't gotta go home. Y'all know that song with her and DMX, right?
You don't have to.
I don't
Okay,
know.
the first
I
night,
don't know.
Angel of Mine.
Angel of
For
Mine.
You
That's
I
the
Will.
point.
We even
For You I Will,
have
I
a
Will.
believe it.
Hey, the mics?
Now,
I crossed the ocean for you?
have you ever?
For You I Will.
Listen, hold on.
Why her?
Shout out to-
Like
shout out-
everything.
shout out- shout out-
What's she gonna do with So Gone? What's she gonna do with So Gone?
She might.
What's she gonna do with Should've Known
That's
Better?
what the next thing. Don't take it personal. With you. Before I walk out of your life.
I just
Why
wanna
I
do
love you so
Yes.
much.
You know that woman can't do that, and that's 90s.
Without
Listen.
you.
Listen.
Still standing. One in a lifetime. Nobody over me.
Listen, no, she better not play that. She better not play that.
You-
That's funny. It ain't
No,
right.
no, no. Brain don't have nothing in the 2000s.
Listen.
Not one.
Listen.
That's my point. though.
Hey, okay, I'm gonna say this. I don't think it's gonna be as easy as Grant saying. We got a $20 bet. I'm gonna ride with Brandon because, cause
I'm gonna ride with Monica.
No, I just
Can I
know.
get in on that
Honestly,
bet?
listen, I've seen Monica sing live.
Have you ever is my shit?
Listen, that's a point.
I'm not.
All time.
You're missing my point. But she ain't got enough to keep fighting that. That's my
So
point.
okay, she got 5 dubs.
Yes.
Okay.
That ain't enough. You getting swept with that.
Monica
That's my
had
only
more
point.
than 5 songs.
That's my only
Who
point.
had the better verse on Boys Mind?
They even.
We don't remember.
They even.
Monica.
They even.
Right.
They
I don't really know about
the thing with me, I think Brandy peaked first, but she ain't had a longevity that Monica.
And see,
She
Brandy
started
had-
acting. She got to acting better.
Brandy was more versatile. I will say
She
that.
was
She
a more
got into
versatile
shows, she got into
She was.
movies and different stuff like that. But
I'm
Monica-
gonna watch
Monica
it.
gonna
I'm gonna
win.
watch it. I'm gonna watch this.
I
one.
love them both. Don't get me wrong. I love them both. But Monica,
Now, listen. Y'all got money. Y'all got. Like I say,
Ride with Brandy. She might play I Wish.
the fact that Monica's more current, you know, it's kind of like the Snoop and DMX joint, and DMX arguably won that.
Ain't no argument
You think he won?
to me.
That's what I'm saying. Like everybody.
But you can't. That's not the same thing.
Yes, it is.
Brandy was never DMX.
Yes, she was.
she
was-
wasn't. She
Oh
wasn't.
my God, y'all got Brandy fucked
wasn't.
up.
Bro, DMX.
How you think she got
Listen,
the leadership?
listen.
Brandy,
No, listen,
I'm gonna be honest.
hold
Brandy
on.
didn't really get a lot of respect until the later years.
Hold on,
She
hold
didn't
on,
get a lot of
hold on,
respect until the later years.
Bro,
That's sitting
We
up in
talking
my.
about you talking about Brandy. Like Brandy is a legend. 100% was a superstar. With DMX was doing shit nobody's ever done before. So it's not the same thing.
Of course, it's not the exact same, but she was a juggernaut, bro. That's what I'm saying.
I just disagree.
You don't think she was a juggernaut?
No.
I don't even know what
No.
that means.
Cause ain't nobody still writing about that.
Brown, what?
No, I still ride it.
Yes,
To
the
sit-
fuck
sit
they
in
do.
my room.
Fuck is wrong with you?
I ain't been there
I
for
mean, I
it.
just-
Then
I
club,
just-
then that.
I
Ain't
just came out my room.
Ain't nobody ever said, Brady, put that 30 Brady up.
is
Just
gonna
came out my
always
room.
be the
What
top.
is wrong with
They're
you?
gonna be top Tiff.
Have you ever? I was in sixth grade.
Have you ever? That's her best song.
I was in sixth grade,
No,
waking up, looking at my wall in love.
Really? Oh
You
my
remember
god!
what?
Especially when she, when she hit the interlude, sitting in my
I
room.
wish we could play music on this joint.
Oh my god!
All right, so you got y'all both got Monica.
I do have.
We got $20 bet going,
Okay.
and we're gonna need some people to help us out with that. Man, you got what you got on your list, bro?
Superman. Man, give me Monica. Easy, any day of the week.
I got some shit, man.
I got a bunch of shit. Y'all see in North Korea, North Koreans are forced to give up their food. I mean, their pets for food for restaurants.
What?
What kind of pets?
Hold on, say it again.
Pets. So citizens of North Korea have been forced to give up their household pets because they're running low.
That's
They're having
real?
food
Hold on, because he lying.
Is that real?
Hold on, because he lying. Let's talk this episode. That's funny.
Listen.
You right.
Now y'all tap in. Listen.
Yeah, tap in.
Hold on,
North Koreans.
Why they get? Tell them why. Tell us why.
Because it's a shortage of food
Okay, and what they gonna do with these pets?
for the restaurants, bro.
Man,
They
you got me
couldn't.
fucked up.
Bro, we the only ones that regulate what kind of shit you can't cook.
Grant.
Go to Age, you gonna see a monkey.
I know, I
No,
know.
in
Grant.
China, they.
Get me out this bag. I'm gonna say this, and we're gonna move on.
Yeah, I know you were right.
Because when listen, it's a reason.
Yeah.
It all come full circle.
Yes, Arab.
The disciples asked Jesus,
All right.
how we know when you coming back? He said it's gonna be war, it's gonna be famine. If you don't know what famine means, look it up.
That,
Do you think?
they can go find some fish. They ain't gotta do all that.
Listen.
They just don't
Clearly.
That's just no
Clearly.
Everybody ain't doing that.
Clearly.
Everybody in Asia. ain't doing that. This is North Korea.
Now, let's say they don't give up the pets, and then they go hit the waters and
They gonna kill
get the
them.
fish.
They
Short of fish.
gonna kill them.
Now they gotta get the pets, and then they gotta start eating each other.
No.
Anybody ever seen that movie with on Chris Evans when he's Snowpiercer on the train? Chris Evans, Captain America.
You don't know that people.
Listen, okay, yeah, it's a movie on. It's on Netflix called Snowpiercer. It's when the world like froze over, and it was a train, and the train was split up in classes. You had the rich, you had the middle class, you had the poor people at the end. A lot of people didn't know that the conductor and the dude in the caboose. I hate the word caboose. I didn't want to say it. Listen, and they were working. They had a phone to talk to each other. Nobody knew that to the end of the movie. So long story less long, in this movie, they had to regulate population control basically. So the rich people had their food. They was eating steaks, lobsters, all that shit. They was up there partying. But the poor people had to eat like slop and oatmeal and shit. So when they cut the food supply off, they had to pick and choose who to eat. And they start picking the children. So some of the older people was like, nah, take my arm, take my leg, take my foot, giving up limbs.
Yeah, man.
In one particular scene, because eventually they got tired of that shit and they overthrew the train.
Okay.
And Chris Evans, shout out to him, great actor. He was like, it's sad that I know children taste better than adults when you gotta eat them.
Okay.
All right, so
Famine. Look up famine. That's the name of the episode. It ain't gonna be the name of the episode, but whatever.
Yeah, that's okay. You took it too far.
It just,
Still, let me ask you a question.
Go ahead.
You gay, but still. When a man opens your car door and you get in, what do you do next?
That's a good question.
I don't think a man
I'm
has
my
ever.
bad. I'm
opened
hitting
my-
that, girl.
I don't think a man has ever.
If he
opened my
were
car
to. So
door.
you okay,
So
so
you never open the door for you to get in the car?
No.
I'm a car door opener, and when I seen this what a woman is supposed to
Why
do
you fucking these niggas?
has never happened to me.
Well, they supposed to open your door.
Hold on.
Open
Wait,
the door for you, just
wait a
period.
second, because I like to speak in clips. Women, when a man, if he does, or woman, whoever you with, opens your car door and you get in, and he or she walks around to their side, what do you do next?
She
See if you
op-
don't know that.
She opened his door.
Don't worry, just move on.
I don't know.
If you're going on a date with a guy,
Okay.
and he opens the car door for you to get in. To the
You
passenger
get in the
side.
car.
But what do you do once he closes the door and he walks back? Like, what are you doing in the midst of him walking back to the car, walking to his seat?
Put your seatbelt on. I would think, but
You
open
ain't looking
his
around
door.
to see if in the cup holder, see something in the glove box, see what's on.
What am
the
I
radio.
looking at his personal stuff for?
Well, let's use this time to teach. Let's use this time to teach, right?
Teach us.
You're supposed to lean
You
over
know,
and open his door.
I just said
You
that.
I didn't know, but I had to let Brad fuck with you for a minute. This is content.
Okay,
But ladies,
but I mean,
listen, that's what you're supposed to do. I open car door, and I'm gonna tell you when I do that, like women be like, oh my god, like I can't. This is never like it's not a rarity. Like chivalry is somewhat dead. I understand when they say that because when I get in my certain bags of trying to show a lady a nice evening, They don't be hitting me back, but whatever. Open the car
Depends
doors
what you got on.
is one of my moves. And that it's just a nice, polite thing to do. Like people be shocked, like, but you're supposed to lean over and open this door. Right? You have a woman that believes over.
I've seen it on something. That's how I knew it was. That was an.
You a part of the open?
I open every door.
Okay.
There's no equality.
And I ain't gonna lie. When I opened now I'm thinking about something. When I open up like a regular door, restaurant door, and when a woman come put her hand on it, most of the time they just tap it and walk off. I hate that. But you actually supposed to kind of fake hold it for me. It's like the same premise. They don't do that though. Like I don't like when they used to do that because they bitch you think I'm gonna slam it on you.
That's funny.
Like I'm holding this for you. But anyway, that's just something I ran across. A lot of women didn't know that.
I think that's kind of like it's kind of like, you know how you learn mannerism. So it's kind of like if somebody open a door for you, you kind of hold the door for them so you can make sure that they get in and you won't slam them.
Yeah.
But I think it's kind of like mannerism. So I do that. Like if someone hold the door for me, I'll make sure that they get in as well. I don't know.
Like I said, it's the same premise. He opened your door, lean over, unlock your shit.
So you're a gas pumper at
Absolutely.
all times?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
When the last time you fucked under the covers?
Yo, it's early 20s.
Undercover, that's like sneaking.
It's too goddamn hot.
I might only did that twice in my life.
It's hot.
Maybe.
I'm
That's why-
throwing all that shit off the bed.
I don't need nothing.
Cause I hate when I'm like doing missionary, like I got pillows or she got pillows, and like she like up and like, man, I'm snatching out. Get that goddamn shit off somewhere.
You done wrong.
That's like the beginning of sex. Like when you.
Only people ever did that was Mike and Alicia.
That's trash. Sex undercover is garbage.
Sex in the dark is garbage too.
Oh no, my bad. I'm my bad.
Oh, no,
Nah, I'm moving out of that bag. Midday sex.
oh, that's fun. Oh, the best.
I learned I learned that like
Listen.
being in the
That
dark
night is-
Listen,
being in the dark is not like
it's intimate. You
it's
gotta really
not-
like that person. But that midday, especially Sunday, my dick be big on Sundays. Dick bigger on Sunday. I don't know why. Something about that Sunday.
It's different times and days, but they talking about that Hennessy making nigga. Let the Spurs win.
Listen.
Come here.
It depends on who it is that make your dick bigger too,
Right?
or what they do. Cause sometimes you could be more attractive.
Now it
to
just
a
depends on
person.
me. My dick sometimes.
But that's true. But
You don't think
sometimes
that shit like-
it also can
You do
depend
that.
on what the woman can do to make your dick bigger.
Yeah,
as
you just
well.
gave me a perfect idea for a skit. I'ma shoot tomorrow. I ain't gonna give it all. I'm just about to give it away. But shout out to the headquarters. HEB.
Let's go. That's right.
Bring your text didn't go unnoticed. They in there.
Hey,
You get me?
hey.
Why all the fine girls go to HEB?
It's different, HEB.
It's different everywhere but HEB.
Old people is in HEB.
Some ass in HEB.
I go
Listen,
to HEB
I
all
was
the
at HEB
time.
I was
I
at
was
HEB
in
the
there
other
for
day.
all women.
I was in there the other day.
Oh,
Another woman walked by
Caucasian
me,
women.
ass entirely too fat to be not fake.
Mm-hmm.
And my woman slapped me. Cause I turned all the way around.
Would have had to drop me.
I'm damn near did.
Leave
I'll be
me.
lifting with
I'll
you.
Uber home.
You hear me?
Listen.
You can't leave me for watching.
And that's an important question too, though. Not to get y'all there, like asking a woman what grocery store they go to.
Oh yeah, because if you grocery shop and Walmart,
Can
I'm
I
sorry.
ask a question? So is it wrong if I see my man looking at an ass and then I look too?
No, that's the bad.
So is it wrong
They
if I
always do.
complain that he's looking at the ass?
I'm not gonna say yeah.
Not wrong. No, you're not
But if you
wrong.
feel disrespected by that, he shouldn't be
The
disrespected.
nigga, I was just joking. We didn't really do that. But if your man is turning around staring at another woman while he's with
I mean, he's not gonna
He
turn
wrong.
around, but he's gonna look some kind of way.
It's ass. Everybody gotta watch that. I seen an old lady turn around and watch this woman ass. She was so fine.
Now niggas is sick because
Oh no. They gonna do some weird shit just to see.
Let you walk up.
nigga,
Put the basket back in.
nigga, I done went all down aisles. I knew I didn't want to go down just because I gotta see. Well, let me ask you.
It's different because them tights been them stuff.
If I ask a girl what grocery store she goes to, and she say Sellers Brothers,
No. Or Food Aroma. Food Aroma worse.
I'm not.
So what about Crowlers? What about women that go to
Crowlers
Crowlers?
cool.
Cross at HEB.
Joe B.
Fiesta
Joe
Joe
B.
B.
I'm
Them and Fiesta kind of on the line.
What do you got with the kids she got?
I'm a Fiesta and HEB person.
Joe B.
I'm not a.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She got kids. She go to Joe B's.
Food Town. Cool.
Hey, Joe. First of all, Joey's and Full Time is the worst stores to go to.
They stink, but no, Fiesta stink.
Randall's HEB near Bougie.
I'm never going to Randall's.
Randall's got some shit.
Hey,
It's just Kroger's.
There's
know,
about
it's a
5
better
brothers
place.
in Houston at that anyway.
It's a
but
fire Kroger's though. You gotta go to the big Jones.
Listen, you gonna see hoes, and I mean,
I don't really like Kroger's. I like the coupons. I like when you go up there, you can put your
Alright,
number
so I
in
gotta-
and get a
since-
discount.
I only go to Kroger's right there, but go ahead.
Since
Bro.
we're on this, CVS or Walgreens?
I'm gonna go CVS.
Walgreens.
CVS, man.
I'm gonna go CVS.
I can't do nothing to Walgreens.
I don't want to sell a bunch of
Walgreens.
stupid shit. Like you ever like look at some of the little nuanced shit that they sell?
Stupid.
Like it's one they got a little bash scratcher, which I need one.
I think I'm just used to Walgreens because we didn't have CVS in before.
That was
We
Edgar's.
we getting that.
That was
Shout out to-
Now
Shout out to
it's
Ed.
there.
She's
but-
young, but she went outside.
Yeah, she would. She ain't-
When we had CVS in Fifth
No,
Ward?
It was Edgar's first.
You remember Eckers?
You don't
I
remember when
remember,
it
I remember Winners. Winners was right there with old
Eckers.
Better
You
Crab.
remember Eckers? If you remember Eckers, you can't get no dick from nobody.
Eckers. I remember Eckers, but I don't remember where it's at.
Y'all remember Eckers?
Walgreens is Eckers. Walgreens bought all the Eckers.
Okay.
Eckers.
I remember Foley's.
Photos is fine. You might be alright.
Yeah,
You might redeem yourself.
you
Montgomery
jumped-
Ward train though.
I remember
It's
Eckers. I can't remember
time
what
machine.
Eckers was, but I remember
It was
Winners because Winners was the old Fellas Paredes.
Alright, man.
Real quick, Grant, before you start, because I don't think this is gonna lead nowhere. This is something interesting I seen. Said when a man get rich, his first priority, his first thought is, I gotta take care of my woman. When a
No.
woman get rich, her first thought is, I don't need a man.
That's
Wow.
me.
Somebody gonna get the man. Somebody gonna get the sermon.
No,
Somebody, I'm just
no,
here.
this
I'm
I'm
here
not
tonight.
gonna say I don't need a man, but I said
You
if I
ready for
get
it,
rich
right.
first,
That's the
I'm
thing,
not
though.
gonna get married. If I get rich first, I'm not gonna get married.
Cause Grant,
If the man ain't got a woman, it's his mama. It's
So what?
it's a woman in his life. If it's not his woman, it's his mama.
absolutely, and he gonna take care of her.
100%.
Cause at the end of the day, if I get on right now, I got a hit list. His bitch, I'm gonna take care of him. Fuck.
Huh?
But your mom,
Are you
but
gonna
your
get your sister
mom,
some
if you
first?
have a
I'm gonna
mom,
take care of the family.
Okay.
But I got a hit
your
list. I got some
mom's
bitches
supposed
that
to be the,
we good.
Are you wrong for going on a trip with women first before you look out for your family?
Yeah,
You wrong?
I'm gonna take care of my family. First.
Okay.
I'm gonna take care of my people first.
Okay.
But I got a
Going on a
list.
trip with your family?
No, it's like if he get $100 million tomorrow, the first thing he do is get a couple bitches and go to Dubai.
Well, listen.
No.
Let me say,
You're
no,
not
hold
wrong.
on, Greg. Let me be real, transparent. Nah, I wouldn't,
He
because they don't know I
definitely
got
does
it. They don't know I got it.
I look out for y'all when I get back.
When I get back. Yeah,
No,
you
I'm
get
gonna do what I have to do first as far as my lifestyle, like my business and shit like that.
You ain't gonna be gone for a week, man. You
But
gonna
I
take
can
a
I can give to my nigga because my nigga gave to me plenty of times. There's no problem with that.
You great. No, don't do that. No, not great. No,
But I'm
don't
not,
do that.
I'm not telling my family that I have 100 million.
I'm not telling nobody I got 100 million. I'm
I
just,
see.
but,
Yeah.
hey, when I call, hey, Greg, come pull up.
I mean, appreciate you.
Throw that 50 at you. You don't know what I got.
That's all it
With
is.
that 50 come.
Oh, hey.
Hey, I'm
Shout
from
out-
the country, boy. I'll be back in 2 months.
Shout out to Tip. He gave Vic that 50 rank. I know Vic can do it.
Mike Vic?
Vic can kill a nigga for Tip, right?
Yeah. What Miles said, my dog said he'll do it for a Louis belt. Miles come out. Miles said, oh, he'll take the whole building out for the shoe. A nigga taking out the whole building for a Louis belt.
I'm good with the shoes.
Dog.
Mom be funny sometimes.
Yeah, he said, oh, a nigga take the whole building out is nuts.
Some shoes.
Listen.
I ain't got no more time. Man.
Oh, Megan Tory, let's get into it. I'm here tonight, Grant.
Hey, that's funny. Y'all go ahead.
Megan Tory, woman of the part tonight.
Tory is 100% wrong. Fuck him. We already knew that.
No,
Do
what
you
I would
think-
say,
do you think
we need to hear both sides of the story.
Oh, wow,
Like,
okay.
this is what I would say. I'm about what's
Look at the
right.
camera when you say it.
I'm about what's right, and I'm not a feminist or womanist. I do understand where women come from, but I feel like we need to hear both sides of the story. Now, he haven't spoken out. Megan finally spoken out, but we do need to hear his side of the story. I'm not saying he's justifying a man shooting a woman or anybody.
So why you gotta
shooting
hear
a
it,
woman.
Tiff?
We just have to hear his story.
Okay,
We only heard her in that.
okay, let me ask,
right.
okay, and I'm only interrupting you because I want you to speak. I want
You
to
just always
no.
have to be politically correct.
No, I want to fully understand what you're saying. Why do you need to hear Tory's part?
Okay, so I was always taught there's three sides to the story. There's your side, there's their side, and there's the truth. So we've heard Megan's side finally.
Mm-hmm.
We don't really know the truth, but we haven't heard Tory's side. In the court, when you go to do a case, you have to hear both sides of the story in order for somebody to win a fucking case. So right now, Megan is winning the case because she's the only one that spoke out. If we hear Tory's story, and Tory come back and say whatever he said, it may or may not justify what happened or why he done it. But we cannot just say we're not going to
Tiff,
decide with Megan.
let me stop because I care about you.
No, it's not about caring. I'm going to be right about how I feel.
Tiff, you well within your right. You can be 1,000% wrong, and you're 1,000% wrong here.
If I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
Tiff,
but no.
Tiff, at the end of the day, it don't matter what happened. He should not have shot her.
And like I said, you have to be politically correct. So
no, that's not politically correct. That's real correct. That's man shit. That's grown up shit. No matter if she could have been beating his ass.
Defense is defense because if it was vice versa, if it was vice versa, everybody would have sided with Megan. If Megan would have shot Tory, everybody would be like, oh yeah. Even if he never came out with his story, it does not matter.
Yes, it
and that's
does.
the whole point. Let me just say this: when a man and a woman is caught in a fight, right, domestic violence.
So I'm trying to help you.
When a man and a woman is caught in domestic violence, the first person they're gonna come to and ask the question to is the woman.
Okay,
they don't give a fuck about what the man have to say about that.
Tiff, calm down. Listen, at the end of the day, we're not gonna agree. This you can. After I say this, you do whatever you want to do. Have your minute or two.
Go ahead. It's not about my minute or two. It's about what's right.
We're not about to change the narrative or switch the story. We're not gonna say if it was the other way around.
We're not.
I'm asking you and y'all about the situation.
And like I said,
we do not need to hear both sides.
We do have
he
to
should
hear
not have shot her under no circumstances.
Like I said, I never said it was right or it was wrong for him to shoot her. I never said that. But we still have to hear
No, we don't.
Yes,
okay, okay, say you do. I don't. I don't need to hear his side.
Okay, you don't have to hear his side, but like I said, you're politically correct.
That's not politically
correct. And I'm
correct.
the one who's correct in reality.
So what could he say
Let me ask you
that could justify him shooting her?
Let me ask you
what
this
could he say?
If Megan would have shot him, how would you feel? If Megan would have shot him, how would you feel? Answer it how you answer it. If
Megan would have shot Tory,
mm-hmm.
I would have wanted to know why.
Exactly.
And
so
we know why.
Why cannot we know?
We know why. I don't need to hear his part. And it's 1,000% a double standard. I am never on the side of no man shooting no woman for what?
And I
unless she has a gun.
I was on the side.
She don't have no gun.
Like I said, we have to hear both.
Why do you have to hear? Why you have to hear his side?
Because we have to know the story about what she told us her side, and the thing is, she's telling us this and this and this and this and this.
So you said she lying?
I never said that she was lying.
Actually, do you think
I never said she was lying.
Do you think she's lying?
I never said he was right.
Do you feel
I
he's
never
lying?
said she was right. I never said that they were wrong. Like I said, she only told us her side of the story. Now the thing is, Tory does have a certain time when he has to speak up, and if he don't speak up, then we're gonna just go on one side, of course. But like I said, both parties need to speak up.
Okay, this is my thing right here. And Grant, you said your piece. You can add to this after this. Tiff, you need to hear both sides before you make a decision. Cool.
I do.
I don't see nothing that Tory can say that can justify him pulling out a gun and shooting that girl.
Agreed.
That's where I'm at with it. Once he speaks, am I gonna listen? Absolutely.
I'm probably not. I ain't never listened to him before.
I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna listen. Absolutely, I'm gonna listen. But to say, what if the shoe was on the other foot? Oh, man, he could come out and say, "Well, I feel for my life, so I shot him."
He can't say that.
I'm on the side of a woman.
Okay. So
In that situation,
are you always on the side of a woman though?
Depending on the situation.
Yes.
So
yes, he is.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
Can I ask you another topic that's going around? I don't know if people speak about it or not.
We got it.
Oh,
no,
trigger?
I want to just ask this question.
But
since we're talking about that you're on the woman's side, so if I go around and
I said no, so I said no. You can ask him.
Okay, so just like how the woman that sucked 7 dicks and she's claiming that Trey Songz raped her. Are you gonna? Well, we're not gonna say rape her. Let me go back. She's saying that he did inappropriate things, or however the story went. Inappropriate, whatever the fuck. Anyway, that he did inappropriate things that she didn't want him to do. And from you hearing that she sucked 7 dicks with no problem, how would you feel about that?
Just because she could have sucked me.
Hey, we're not talking to you. We're talking to him. Go ahead.
I didn't gotta say she didn't want him to do it.
She basically spoke out about him.
She told.
Okay, hold on, Brad. Like I said, we're gonna get some validity to this shit. I mean, it's not validity, it's fluidity. Okay, Grant, jump into the top and let the listeners know what's going on. Because I did Trey Songz on my list, probably on your list as well. Because I told you it's gonna get bad for him.
You know it is.
Now, as far as let's wrap up the Trey Megan shit. Grant, fuck Trey. I mean, fuck Tory. Fuck
Troy. That's fine. Troy's fine.
Because Troy else spoke out. Yeah, right. Fuck Tory. No reason for him to shot her.
No.
Out of that same sentiment, when he speaks, I'll listen. You won't. Tiff need to hear both sides before she make a decision. Now get into your boy Trip because that's your guy.
Yeah, that's my guy. There's a couple questions I got in this. I asked him what I want y'all to answer. It's kind of a rhetorical question. Why is it okay for black men to be unprotected and so unprotected in this type of case?
Okay, first, let them know what's going on with allegations.
That's what I got.
And I always got turned to the black man, don't it?
We black men?
Yeah.
I'm a black woman, so go ahead.
Oh, you hear you?
We're not
suppressing your voice.
We was just rap for black women.
But that was
He in here.
That wasn't my
I didn't think
question.
it was
We always got
Grant
the
different.
black man. Go ahead.
Phone down now. Nigga here now.
Go ahead.
So, I forgot her name and I wouldn't say her name if I did because I just disagree with the way they were speaking about it. But basically, two women were talking.
Big Shirley.
Allegedly, Trey has fucked both of them. But the particular woman that was speaking said that she went to the hotel room to meet Trey. They was fucking or whatever. She said she went to the bathroom to take a bath, wipe nut off her face. He comes into the restroom, started jacking himself off. Said, start playing with your pussy. She started doing it. He said, play with your titties. She started doing it. She said, he jacking up and he pissed on her. And she was like, what the fuck? He said, you all right. She said, okay.
And she did say that he took her phone and held her purse over the balcony. Basically tried to say
if
that
you leave,
can't
I'm
leave.
gonna drop this.
Yeah. And Keke Palmer said something a couple years ago saying she had to hide in the closet from him. Another woman came out.
Say that the right way. Don't
Oh, what?
mislead.
No, say what she said. My bad. Say what she said.
Keke Palmer went to a party, and basically her side of the story was they were filming a video. She didn't want to be a part of it, and they were just saying, "No, come on, just come do it." Allegedly, and she was like, "No, I don't want to do that." So she said she was nervous. Basically, she was saying she I don't know if she said she was scared or she just anyway. But she went to go hide in the closet because she didn't want to be on the video. Trey said she 100% knew we were shooting the video, and she came over here.
Well, I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you cleared that up, Grant, because I will say that
We still don't know the truth of that.
I don't like the way they tried to paint the Keke shit. Because even when the Breakfast Club played her clip when she was on there, that didn't do nothing for me to say that he's some type of creep ass monster nigga.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, like I told, like
he said there's a bunch of people that he's like, you got my number, you could have called me. Like you know that didn't happen like that. So we don't have no.
Yeah, we don't know. I just didn't like how they did it because I don't remember her saying she was running or scared from him. Like it was just.
She said he was sexually aggressive, but what the story she told, I didn't see the sexual part of it.
Okay, but
I didn't get.
And it's up to her. We can't.
I mean, I know. I'm saying I didn't get the sexual. I'm not saying she was lying. I'm just saying
I didn't get the sexual.
I didn't get.
Okay,
She didn't say nothing about sex.
Right. Okay.
Yeah,
So like I said, I told Grant it's probably finna get bad for Trey because I was on Twitter and there was this one particular female. I don't know her ad. I'm not gonna say it. She was like, anybody who's in the know or in the industry or in the circle know how Trey give it up. He's been a creep. He's been nasty. He's been forcing and doing this, that, and the third. She was, and the next day she was like, he's called every mutual friend that we know, even people that he feel like know me, and threatened me to chill the fuck. It threatened me. I guess I don't know if he threatened her to chill out or threatened harm. But I guess with the Selena Powell girl, and it goes along the line of what you were saying, Tiff. Do we believe her based on the other shit she was saying? She sucked 7 dicks. Even Joe Budden would say she jumped in his DM saying, hey, I want to suck your dick. Like, she is a whore. She is a whore. Am I wrong for saying that?
Yeah, that's her choice.
Okay, she's sexually liberated. Like, she gonna fuck, she gonna do whatever, this, that, and the third.
Well, her choice.
She's free spirit.
It don't matter if she fucked 19 million dicks. If I'm the 19 million and one dick, and she say no, and I still try to put my dick on, I'm wrong.
But I don't like the conversation because nowhere and no time did she ever say she didn't want it. So I think we had something. People heard it and they start saying this.
Well, I think in that situation, because she said he had a pile full of condoms. Like
he used condoms every time.
The sex was sensual. It was the whole kidnapping part of it.
But they said my thing. Kidnapping means you can't leave this motherfucker.
Right.
She said
never tried to leave.
No. And she said he told her, which we don't know if that's true, because he said it didn't happen. He said, if you try to leave, I'm gonna drop your purse and your phone over this balcony.
Okay.
So if you're in fear of your life or you feel like you shouldn't be there, fuck your purse and your phone.
Right.
Your life is more important.
Right.
That's my only thing. I ain't hear nobody say that. I just think it's unfair for a black man, because I'm speaking black man. I'm a black man. If white men go through this, fine. I'm pretty sure I know they do, but I'm just saying. As a black man, I think it's totally unfair for somebody to say, "Hey, I did something to them," and that becomes what my life is like and what my life is. But even if it ain't true.
You're 1,000% right, Grant. And I'm gonna say this before you start. He was. What happened with that case when a woman said he beat that case, didn't he?
Yeah.
So just when you
them, you gonna have cases.
But right, and when I'm saying when you
Sadly.
Court public opinion is a real thing.
Mm-hmm.
And when you got sexual allegations against you criminally, like legitimate, like charges, he did beat, you still got the stench on you though. Then you got these other women in Rome that's saying, oh, this how you give it up? Yeah, you're gonna look a little nuts. Do I think Trey doing this shit? I don't know. I mean, at the end of the day, and I say that Grant all the time, well not all the time, but we spoke on this before. You are in a certain position where a lot of women want you and you in a position where you feel entitled. Not saying this straight, just saying this is how human people, operate. How it's not far-fetched that they can operate this way. When you run into that one who don't want you, might have a problem with that. Tip, do you think?
But the reason why I brought that up, not saying that I agree with her or feel like she's in the right, in the wrong, right? But like I said, is that we're all jumping on the side of, go back to Megan, jumping on the side of Megan because of what we see in regards to her story. She got shot or however she put the story out there. And then we look at her and say, well, you suck 7 dicks, so why would Trey be not in any exception of what's going on? I will say this though, come back to you. You're always saying that black women is not protecting black women. No, black women is not protecting black men. But from the line of the looks of everything that's going on, it seems like black men is not always protecting black women as well. So we are our own problem as black people protecting one another.
What situation do we have here outside of Tory and Megan?
But you said that in the beginning before you even spoke about the whole thing about.
I was talking about Trey.
No, but you just said like about black men. You did speak about that.
I was talking about Trey.
Yes, but
because every black woman I saw was saying he ain't shit, he a creep. That's what I heard. Ain't nobody say, and these white women, though, these are white or Latina women that's accusing him of this shit. I ain't seen one black woman say, well, we don't know if that's actually true. Let's stand up for our brother until they actually prove this is true.
Okay, but then just like how but that also goes to just how I said I need to hear Tory's side of the story, regardless if he shot. And like I said, I never said that he was right or wrong from shooting her. But like I said that, but he made it seem like I was wrong. But saying I need to hear both parts. But I said this to you because you're always saying that black women never stands up or be there for black men, in which we do a lot of times. But we get knocked down 10 times more than black men.
That's your opinion as a black woman. I can't fight you on that. But
I'm just saying. But don't make it seem as if like black women is you're only degrading black men as if you don't belittle black women as well.
When do I belittle black women?
I never say you personally, but
when did I ever say black men don't belittle black women?
But you always speak in regards to how we
treat us.
Yeah,
I'm a man. Shouldn't I only speak from the perspective of a black man?
But speak about what's right.
How is that not right? How many black men on child support for kids that they take care of?
But speak about
that's not
what's
wrong?
Right. No, I'm not saying this. I'm not saying this right or wrong. But when I come here, I never say, hey, I'm only going to speak about black women. And I'm only going to stand about black women. I always speak about what's right. And you never do that. You always speak about your perspective of black men and never speak about the perspective of everything.
Isn't that power of choice?
When you see right and when you see wrong.
Isn't that power of choice?
It is power of choice. But when you see what's
so
right.
What are you talking about?
Okay, listen.
No, it's not an argument.
What are you talking about?
My whole point is that You want us to respect you as a black man,
No,
right?
I know. I just want black men to
You
respect
complain
women.
about it. You
Never
want
complain about
you
it.
complain about it. When you
It's
speak
not a
about it and you
complaint.
say
That is an observation. It's
you
not a
have-
complaint.
Listen.
You
Hey,
want
what-
us
chill, Faye.
when you want us to speak about
Y'all
y'all
talking
and
to her.
protect you as black men, we want the same thing as black women as well. And the reason why I brought
Why
those
when
two
we
together-
want protect? Why when we speak about getting protection, it has to be a contradiction on the other side of that?
It's
Why
not
can't we say,
contradiction.
okay, we got you?
It's not a contradiction. But my thing is, do
You
you
sitting there fighting me now because I said we
No,
Trey need to stand up.
the whole point. I never said that I was against black men. My whole point is,
You're attacking my
if
my
you
every
want
perspective
us
every time you
to
get.
back you
What are you
up,
talking
back us up as well.
When do I?
The thing is,
when
you
do
don't
we
like
go?
to be wrong.
What am I?
You
What is
don't
that
like
be
to
wrong
be
about,
wrong.
Tiff?
You don't like to be wrong, but what I'm telling
What
you
is that to be wrong about?
Give us the same support as you want us to give to you.
What?
That's all I'm
See,
saying.
okay, so you talking about me or you talking about in general now?
I'm talking about in black men. When you speak about black men, you're not only speaking about yourself. You're
I am
speaking
though.
about y'all.
No,
and yourself.
I'm not. I'm
When
thinking about me.
You don't say me.
I ain't speaking about
say
you.
me personally. You say black men.
As a black man.
is multiple.
As a black
Okay,
man.
I'm trying to
That's-
y'all. I want to interject because y'all, y'all. I don't know how I get. I think that Tiff is trying to say when you
She's trying. She ain't getting it.
Well, this
You would never let me
I'm gonna
get
say
my point across.
I'm gonna Tiff. You had an ample amount of time.
But when he interrupt you, it's no problem, right?
But you know, I know you said you didn't.
But when
So,
he
okay,
interrupt you, it's no
No,
problem, right?
no. You said you trying to. He told me to chill. First of all, I was quiet. I
And
was
then you
feeling-
came in,
and he said
and then
chill.
he spoke in. You never said
No,
anything to him.
listen.
But when I interjected, you said something.
Tiff.
That's the whole point.
Tiff, I just sat here quiet
Y'all feel protected in here?
through this whole joint.
No, ain't no-
Now, if you need more time to get your point across, I only want to interject because he was not understanding what you were saying. I feel like I did, and I want to help you out with your point. But I'm going to be quiet.
Go ahead.
And I'm
Go
going to let
ahead.
you.
No, go
I'm
ahead.
going to let y'all talk again.
No.
You want to keep talking, Tiff?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, keep talking, Tiff. You
Since
said you have.
no,
I felt like you
go
had ample amount of
ahead.
time to get your point across.
Okay,
You feel like
I
you
said
didn't.
my piece. Go ahead and speak yours.
Okay, did you have? Okay, yes
I'm
or no?
done.
I'm talking to you.
I'm
I'm talking to you,
done.
Tiff. I'm talking to you.
I'm not speaking. Go ahead.
No, you're talking and you're saying you're not speaking. Do you feel like you had ample amount of time to get your point across?
I did. Go ahead.
Do you feel like you got your point across to him?
No, but go ahead.
I wanted to help you with that.
Okay, go ahead.
Can
I
I?
want you to go speak. Go speak.
It's a yes or no. Can I?
Yes,
Will you let me?
I will.
Now, with me listening to y'all, I just feel like, Tiff, when you speak to Grant about when he says the whole black man shit, and rightfully so, when he says black men, he's speaking from his perspective of what he sees and how he feels. Grant, am I wrong in that?
No.
Tiff, you're saying that he only speaks negativity.
Never said that.
Okay, my bad.
Go
Tiff,
ahead.
what you
Go
saying?
ahead.
I'm
Go
wrong.
ahead.
I don't got nothing to say.
What I said, because you're not gonna contradict what I say.
I shut up because I'm wrong. I thought I knew what you were saying. Now I'll finish.
So what I
You thought so you still don't know what she's saying?
what
No.
I'm saying
Oh.
is when he come in here and he speak of black men, no matter if it's his opinion or not, he's speaking in black men in general. So when I come in here and if I speak of black women, I'm not just speaking of myself. Even if I feel like that I'm not speaking of myself because I'm sure there's hundreds of black women that feel the same way that I feel. And it's hundreds of black men that may feel the way he feels.
You sure they feel about the way you feel? But
Okay,
they
okay,
feel
okay.
about
So
you.
Tiff, this is what you're saying. This is what you're saying. Tiff.
It's always-
Okay, Tiff, this is what you're saying.
Go ahead.
When you speak of black women, you could be even speaking from yourself or others' perspective of other black women. That's what you just said, right? When Grant speaks, he's speaking from one perspective, just his.
I never
You
said
want him? I got Grant, press pause. I got to pee. I tried to. Oh, I got to pee. Tiff, I don't know what the fuck you talking about.
I never said that.
That's exactly what you just said.
I never said.
I ain't gonna let you download them.
No, you can't.
Yeah, I'm gonna play that shit. I said, well, don't take my word for it.
So
Hold on, Grant.
we here.
Oh yeah, we rocking. I'm in. We done.
So what did I say negatively about black women today?
I said, did you say anything negatively about black women?
No, that's what.
Yeah, listen. Okay. This one I'm gonna leave it at this. This is where I'm coming from with it. I'm wrong in every time I thought I knew what you were saying, Tiff, because my beef with Grant sometime is I can speak and think in what I would do, like foreshadowing or in general. when Grant speak, he's speaking from his perspective, and
in
he
the present time.
and he's somewhat of a wordsmith in the regards of he's witty in a way where it might sound like he's generalizing, but he speaks in misdirection sometimes too. That's a whole another conversation. But when he speaks, he wants you to know he's speaking or feel like he's speaking just from his perspective, but it sounds like a broader point. You're speaking from as a black woman, but you can, even if you don't feel what other black women feel, you can understand why they feel the way they feel, and you can speak to that. That's the disconnect between y'all, and I recognize that because that's the disconnect between me and him. When I asked him, what would you do if your son was 13 and slapped the shit out you? Grant would say, I don't know what I would do. I'm not in that situation. I would say, well, it's only so much you can do. You can crawl up like a biatch. You can slap shit out of him. You can call laws. You can fight him. You can shoot him. Grant is not going to give you a definitive answer on what he would do based on the options that can only go so far. I don't want my St. Louis bag. Shout out to Nelly and Ching. That's why I feel like the disconnect is coming from. Am I wrong in that, Tiff?
No, you're not.
Because that's what I was trying to say. You said I was wrong.
But can I just say this? The whole point I'm trying to say is that, and what I'm just trying to make
Don't look at me. Look at
the whole thing is that when he say black men, it's like if I was a part of a group and I say I'm part of the blue group, and I say I'm speaking on behalf of the blue group, I'm speaking as the whole group. No matter if they're there, no matter if they have to speak about, no matter what it is, I'm speaking on behalf of them. When he goes out, the public sees the blue group because I said I'm speaking on behalf of the blue group. When you say I'm speaking on behalf of black men, you're not saying me personally. I'm Jordan speaking as a black man. You're saying that I'm speaking as a black man, so you're speaking as a black man in total. When I speak and I say anything in regards to a black woman, I say I'm speaking in black women. Why don't you, as a black man, why don't black men protect black women? When I spoke in regards to Megan in that situation, I spoke in regards to myself. Our women is not agreeing with me. Our women is only going on the side of Megan because she's a black woman. People probably would think I'm wrong for even saying that that I want to hear his side of the story to even come to a conclusion of the whole situation.
It just boils down to piggybacking on what I just said.
Power of choice?
Well, no, not that, because I don't like when you say that.
Oh, okay.
At the end of the day, when you look at the situation that's saying black women aren't protected,
that's misleading.
Megan and Tory is a prime example of black women not being protected, and I even see some shit on the trade. Some people was talking about the trade situation, and somebody said, well, when a white woman says this, y'all believe it. When a black woman says it, they don't. It could be 1,000 cases to where that's not true, but you know, people only go by what they see and what they want to believe, this, that, and the third. So when it's a situation like Tory and Megan, and they say black women aren't protected, Grant, you are privy to how you give it up and people around you give it up, and maybe more cases to where the black woman has saw justice and saw, you know, got her just due. But as a black woman like Tiff will come and say, well, nah, I don't feel like black women are protected by black men. Y'all gonna always butt heads because y'all looking at two different lenses.
And my only thing is, it's a problem when you generalize. Because you keep skewing that and you keep saying that, it's gonna become the narrative and what it is. Because we both know right now, if a dude come in and slap shit out Tiff, we get on his ass. Yeah. How is she not protected by black men?
And then tomorrow, if somebody else gets shot, they would say black women not protected by black men.
Exactly. So that's unfair to the good. No. But sometimes the good got stuff with the bad. And I understand that, but I have to advocate for the good. I have to. Why wouldn't I? I'm a good black man.
But she wants you to acknowledge the bad too, though.
And that's understandable.
I feel like that's done enough. I shouldn't. I don't have to.
But when you speak as a black man, so when you say
I'm not speaking as a bad black man.
Now we getting somewhere.
I'm not speaking as a bad black man.
That's the problem.
I'm not gonna speak on behalf of terrible. I'm not gonna speak on behalf of terrible fathers because I'm not one. Fuck them. I'm only gonna show you how many great fathers are fucking out here.
So when you speak in regards to black women and how we don't protect black men, you're speaking of the bad black women, right? When you say, like, for example, when we parted,
I've never once said black women don't protect me.
You have said it before.
I've never said black women don't protect me.
So he's never said it before?
I don't know. I don't even know what I say on here. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I've never.
He said it before.
I've said
And
black
it
women
was
don't protect me, or black women don't protect men as well.
black men. You said it. Black. Are you a black man? And you said just in how
You speaking in general. I'm speaking specific.
And how
It's a difference.
how you said. And let me say this because you said you're not speaking in regards to black men, right? But when you said one time when you seen a black woman say in regards to I guess how deadbeat men are, right? And you felt offended by it. But if you're not the deadbeat
I
man,
never said I felt offended.
well, you know what? This conversation is over. We're not even gonna go further.
I never said I was offended. But you can't. But
no.
like, how do you not understand a person speaking? Because you don't run this conversation. How we gonna speak?
I don't have to run the conversation.
Listen.
What are you talking about? You sound stupid.
You're not taking
Tiff Grant. We're gonna be respectful.
No, it's not.
That's
We are. And that's why I say let's just move
No, Tiff, be quiet.
You brought it up.
Tiff,
You can't move forward now.
Tiff, you don't want to talk anymore. Recruit yourself from the situation. Grant has a right to speak just like you have a right to speak. At the end of the day, he don't remember what you're saying.
But we're on this subject.
I don't remember.
Tiff, calm down.
You should have
If
brought
he
it up.
want to keep talking, let
I
him
didn't
keep
bring
talking.
it up because you want to.
Tiff, Grant, let's come on now. Listen.
Listen, sir.
Oh my God.
You can't let people just say whatever they want to say and put words in your mouth when that ain't the case.
No, but we can rewind the clips back because you said it before. You even read a whole post
you just said
and
you
I
done.
asked you why does
You just
that
said you
bother
done.
you
You
if
just
you're
said you
not
done.
that person?
Listen, calm down.
Are you finished or you done?
Yeah.
I'm done.
Okay, listen.
Okay,
Grant,
let me get my
okay,
point
she's
across.
not Grant. Get your point out. We can move on.
I've never once said specifically that black women don't support me. Never once said specifically that I don't support black women. Never once said that. But if I see a post on Father's Day that says black fathers ain't shit, I have a right as a black father that is a day-to-day father to speak up on the good fathers that I see and know. Is that not right? Peyton?
Yes, it's right. Yes, it's right.
So wait, tell me when it's wrong.
Okay, well listen. Let me say this.
I heard your point.
Okay, let me say this. Tiff, you're not gonna win against this guy. Trust me, I can't win against him either. I think I'll be the one.
No, the thing is,
Tiff, you gotta calm down. Tiff, you gotta calm down. You say you're done, then you keep talking. Stop interrupting people when you say you're done.
No,
when we tell you to talk, you don't want to talk. You say you're done. So we finna move on from this topic. I'm just letting you know, I feel you because I understand Grant a little bit more than you because I've been around him a little more, and I fought the same fight that you fight. If you Tiff, it is.
But you always let him.
Because I don't care as much.
You always let him get the last word
Tiff.
when he's wrong.
I tell him he's wrong and I move on. When I say I'm done, I'm done.
Okay,
We're
let's
not.
move on. We're not.
No, Tiff, first of all, Tiff, you gotta chill because for us, for the show move, you don't do that. Just calm down. You don't want to talk anymore, that's fine. I'm just trying to let you know, I feel what you're saying.
Hey,
this guy's hard to beat.
Hey, what is right or wrong in that situation? Honestly. Is that right or wrong in this situation? No.
I feel where both of y'all coming from.
I hear what she's trying to say.
I know exactly what she's saying. Listen, at the end of the day,
I just love you as a black woman.
Listen,
and I love you as well.
Listen, at the end of the day, when you want Grant wants to highlight the positive.
And what's wrong with that? That's what we need.
Nothing's wrong with it.
Okay. Let me just talk about the negativity.
Nothing's wrong with it. But at the end of the day, Tiff, you got receipts. That's the third.
She ain't got no receipts.
Bring your receipts. Go roll the tape. You say roll the tape back.
It don't have to.
She ain't gonna make fun.
Because this guy over here. But go ahead.
So it's his fault. So he just be letting me say what I want to say.
No, listen, me and this man have had full-blown debates on this show.
Just move forward. And he's always the one who says what he has to say at the end, and then you always come in with some sentimental ass shit, and then we move forward.
No, because
you never get your point across.
My point gets across.
It doesn't.
Listen, you just don't agree with it.
It's not that I don't agree with it because he's always right.
I am not.
You just said I'm wrong. Am I right or wrong?
You're always right in your eyes.
When you secure in yourself and you know you're right,
so she is secure.
Yes. She don't know how to deal with you yet.
I know how to deal with him. But like I said, we're not gonna say that he's right because he's speaking louder or because he's coming in something.
Listen, Grant the type of nigga, I say, man, the sky blue. Is it though? You can't argue with nobody like that.
It might be great.
Why you can't? can't.
It might
Oh,
be.
you can, but I'm not. You can all you want. So y'all gonna be our
And
afterthoughts.
I said, let's move on.
Listen, but you keep talking about. Okay, listen. What I got on my list? What I got on my list? Grant, you got a beard. You're a beard guy.
You don't, but go ahead.
Who don't?
Man, got a whole beard on his face. What are you talking
But
about?
Hold on.
isn't this considered a beard?
Yes, that's a.
I cut. No, let me grab my shit back. She trying to play with me. I
Listen,
ain't him.
you should.
My bad. I had to.
I
You
got
got
it straight. I got it straight.
A little bit, but you got in your bag right now.
Yeah, it's going. It's leaving. You shave.
I'm sorry. They said your shit look just like mine.
Chill out. They don't. Oh,
Go ahead.
Right,
Go ahead.
oh, shout! Listen, let me get my bag.
Yeah.
Shout out to Lena Wade, man. Lena Wade reposted my video. The creator of the Shy. She in the Shy now. I want her to win over Duda. I do that as a crook. So shout out to the Shy. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to Yolanda. I love her.
They both crooks.
Shout out to shout.
He changed his whole perspective now.
We don't know about it like that. But no, shout out to Lena Wade, man. Nigga Play the Podcast. We support the Shy. We folk the Shy. Did we talk about this last week episode? We
gonna get our bag.
listen. Okay, no. Grant, you shave with a razor?
No, not really. No.
Okay,
So
so
barbershop count?
well, then you put a razor on your face?
Yes.
So you don't do it on your own?
I have this.
Or were you
Not-
successful?
Yeah.
Man, listen. I cut my hair off last week, went to a barber. He pushed my shit too far, motherfucker, back. And I'm trying to let my shit grow back. I called Don, shout out to Don Warner Barber. I called this nigga 8 times, went to the barber shop.
Take it to right now.
I'm cool. And he wasn't there. Long story less long, I say fuck Don.
Okay.
I went to Walgreens,
Whoa.
got me some razor blades.
To lie yourself up?
Listen,
Can we see it?
listen, no, they're playing. Y'all don't know my body.
Go ahead.
I ain't fucking with this ever again.
You never said the first.
Listen, I learned my lesson in 6th grade. Used to try to edge myself with the razor. I was running late, had to go catch the bus.
Yeah, that shit.
I'm running down the street doing it. I
That's
had the whole,
stupid.
I had the whole McDonald's sign. Listen, so today, I got them. I say,
So stupid.
it was stupid. I tried to do some wild shit. We're gonna get to the store next door after this.
Okay.
So I said, fuck Don Juan. I gotta tell you about the girls doing coke. I gotta go back.
Yeah, we got.
Well, we on time.
Go ahead. We got about 20.
Yeah, we good because
We got time.
we ain't gotta get out to 20. Listen,
Yeah, really.
listen. So I said, fuck Don. With all due respect, because he did call me back. His phone was messed up. Long story less long. I got the razor blade. I had this little stuff I had that you got to put the shaving cream or whatever little gel they put on to make the razor slide. I put that shit on, man, and I be telling Don, because Don just starting out barbering. He ain't live with his razor work yet.
Yes,
He
is.
rather use the clippers. He ain't live enough for me.
Okay.
Cause I want this shit squared off up in here.
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all seen the little nicks and shit. I'm blooded. I was blooded in the motherfucker. I got the razor blade. And it didn't feel like I was putting that much pressure down, but the skin is super sensitive. The first cut, I thought I hit a bump. So ain't that many goddamn motherfuckers. I move over, then go over here. It's blood coming. My whole goddamn chin from it
Just started dripping.
drip, drip, drip. Came through drip. Man, I'm finna throw all them razor blades away.
You got the cheap motherfucker?
Now shit, they were $5 for like 8 of them.
That's cheap.
Now, I wanted the thing that the ball was actually used.
Yeah.
I'ma order one.
I
Actually.
bought one. I got a trash one though. You gotta really spend a little cash.
Nah, cause the Gillette that was $44.
You got to spend that.
Give me the razor
The
blade.
115 trash.
I'm cool. But that shaving is hard. Now, I never had a father.
Nobody taught me how.
Nobody like
I
that's
had to learn.
like. Are you going
Under
to
here, I can't put no razor under here.
You gonna bump up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I can put it on my face.
Shout out to Kia. Kia put the razor right here. Man had a star crunch. He ain't do that shit ever again. But no, sons. I mean, dads.
I'm definitely gonna teach my son how to.
Like
how to
that's
properly
like on you see that shit on TV, like teaching your son how to shave. Like I remember I turned 18, Gillette.
do it. He don't have much. He got a mustache now.
Oh, yeah.
So can I ask this question? Should mothers teach their daughters how to shave, like the vaginal area?
Absolutely.
The father can.
And you got a mustache, so like you gotta teach your daughter like.
Well, I go get it waxed. I don't do it myself.
I ain't gonna lie.
What I will say is that
Hold on, sis.
can I say this? So when I was
Women
in
got that. They,
when I was
Listen.
in, when I was in high school, I wanted to do my Megan Good hairstyle, and I actually shaved
What's
my
the
own
main
hair.
hairstyle?
She had like a little mohawk thing at the back with the
Okay,
short
I got you.
hairstyle, and I tried to do it, and I shaved my own hair. And let's just say I understand where you coming from.
Listen, that shit ain't
Shit.
like when Don be
I ain't
like
never did no dumb shit.
Don be like I don't know how much pressure to put, cause my other barber I'm talking about.
No, if your barber don't cut you, he ain't trying.
Yeah, like no.
No, I'm gonna get a look. Like
a couple nicks.
That's what I'm saying. You ain't no dripping though.
What I had today was me.
It be my barber every now and again. I have a dot.
Today?
You don't see that shit?
I don't see
It's
anything that was done.
It's
Listen,
red.
nah,
I see the red, but I don't see.
I don't want y'all to just get up close, but listen, y'all, it's important to teach the youngins how to shop. I'm telling all for the next follow youngins out there, get their voice. So I go out last Sunday, right?
Okay.
Meet up with a friend of mine. We go have some drinks or whatever, female friend. Long story less long, we was at the Standard on Washington. And we walk, it wasn't that packed, the social distance had masks on. We walk and go sit down. As we walking, some white chick was like, turned out she ended up being, she said she was Latina, but I think she was white and Latina or whatever, but she identified Latina. Anyway, she was like, oh, I love your outfit. So I kept walking, I went to go sit down, and they talked for a good 10 minutes. I'm like, God damn, I done finished my drink. We sit over there, we talk, we're having a good little conversation, and the girl walked over there. She just sat down, so moving shit out the way, like she just sat down, like, oh shit, okay, well we kind of fake know you. She's like, I say, who you here with? She's like, my boyfriend. Vlad, come on over here, Vlad. Name was Vladimir, some shit, I don't know, tall white boy, he so fucking stoned and out of there drunk.
To my stone.
He out of there. Mexican dude come over there eating he was eating a glizzy. Folks don't know what a glizzy is.
He break that joint?
Okay.
Huh?
He ain't break that joint?
No.
How were you looking at him when he was eating it?
I wasn't really looking at him.
They be fine.
Listen, for the folks don't know what a glizzy is a hot dog. And he was their dealer, come to find out. So
Okay.
we talking and she steady looking through her purse, I'm kind of, I'm still sober, people watching. We talking here and there, the boyfriend wasn't really talking. So she pulled out a little plastic little bag thing. It wasn't a typical Coke bag, like a bag, it wasn't a bag. It was like,
How you had it look?
I watch movies, I watch
Okay,
horror.
go ahead.
He's not watching Snowfall.
Listen, and she was like, just digging. She pulled it out, and I couldn't see the powder. I couldn't see the Coke, but her hand was like over, and like she kind of dipped her finger in there, like she did that. I was like, huh? So the girl looked at me. I'm looking at the girl and looking at the girl. I'm with like not trying to like make full eye contact. She take 3 more bumps.
She
On the Coke.
On the Coke.
She gotta go.
Right in front of us. Vlad looking like, hold on, bitch. Don't take it off.
Give me a little bit.
Ain't no more.
Oh, they trying to get toasted.
He was hot. He was bothered by that.
Oh, he needed something.
Like that was their Coke. So
Oh shit, you don't supposed to do that. That's
yeah,
you die for that.
you just take 9 bumps and don't give me one. But Grant finna take a bump now.
Oh yeah. Little Coke?
Now just let them know.
Little cocaine?
Listen. Now, you talking to BC, right?
Yeah, none of the teeth.
If you do, they do say
right
if you snort something or put it up your ass and get your bloodstream faster.
100%.
But that's neither here nor there.
100%. I'm not. I would like. I don't want to know, but y'all niggas who ever put an X pill in your ass, y'all got.
Well, I told you my mom put a big ass Tylenol up my ass when I was a young boy.
What?
Yeah, that was the thing back in the day.
A Tylenol?
It was some type big pill. I had some little virus.
Did you have like was it like a laxative?
I don't know.
That's something I know they
I
can
don't know if
do.
they held me down to do it. That was gay. So they hit the Coke, and they were saying we're going to after hour. Y'all want to come party with us? We was like, yeah, we're gonna meet y'all over there.
Better not.
Came home. You hear me? That's the second time somebody just done pulled out some Coke and did it.
So can I ask you a question in regards to Coke? You at a party, you with your main friends, and they say, hey, I want to try some Coke, like the brighten up the night. Would you do it?
No, I never even smoked weed.
You know something?
That's on my bucket list. I'm not gonna graduate the Coke over weed. I'm sorry.
So you smoke weed, and then
I gotta
Let's
be.
take edible for your birthday.
I would do edible.
Let's do it for your birthday.
I'm not gonna do it for my birthday because they drug test my job.
Okay.
But if I'm ever free of my job obligations, I will take edible. I will smoke weed. I would have to be in my 50s, rich to do some Coke.
Don't let me get 15 million in the bank.
Listen, you hear me? Shaving as hard as I have to say about that. Grant went to the. Y'all think I'll be lying on social media? Grant went to the corner store up here by my crib, right? How old that snicker was you rocking?
About 2 months.
I told y'all almost everything in
but
that
shit
store.
up in there is dusty, so you don't have to even look at the date.
The sad part is, every week I go to that motherfucker. I don't even look at the dates because it should be tasting alright.
Listen, man,
I ain't even heard yet.
I eat so much expired food. something should be wrong with me. I tell him sometimes he take it off the shelf. Sometimes, man, I ain't going nowhere else. I just gonna take it. Skittles gone bad by 2 weeks.
He gotta give you a discount though. So.
I remember this one time I was maybe like 12. My auntie was in the street. Shout out to auntie, whatever. I always comment on my Facebook page. She was in the streets.
Shout out to her, I know.
And she brought home a box of ice cream.
Oh, what was it?
She 100% got the ice cream out the dumpster.
No, she did.
Was it melted?
No, she didn't.
It might have had melted, but she put it in our freezer and got a hole in it.
Hold on. How you know?
But once it's in the freezer, it's
Listen.
okay.
My mama, rest in peace. She kept on. This is the first time I've ever heard of ptomaine poison.
What?
So it's called ptomaine poison.
Okay.
I guess when you eat expired shit or dairy, I don't know. Look up ptomaine. Look up. I'm gonna look it up. She say ptomaine poison. I know me. I can't really speak for my brothers and sisters. I was tearing that ice cream up. You hear me? Listen, my mama talked about me like a goddamn dog. You gonna eat that nasty? You ain't gonna get ptomaine poison. I know it ain't T-O-E.
It is.
I don't know if it's true.
Okay, no, it just popped up. Hold on.
So
It's
nobody
not-
else in the house ate this, but
It's actually spelled P-T-O-M-A-I-N, ptomaine poison.
Okay.
Okay, so food poisoning. How my mama do that?
She know. She be knowing shit.
Food poisoning, formerly called ptomaine poisoning, acute gastro whatever it is resulting in consumption of food containing one or more representative of the three main harmful agents, natural poisons. Yeah, she was right in what she was saying. We should not have been ice cream out the dumpster. So I guess that's just my bag, man. I just eat expired shit, and I know it'll be expired.
So basically you got your, but you wrong for not telling me that be going on.
Then you follow me.
No, I'm saying before that. I've been going to 8 months already.
I've been saying that.
Nah, I ain't. Nah.
I know they had Cheeto Puffs wasn't expired.
Well, no, but Frito Lay gonna handle that bitch.
Oh no, they gonna go in there. And make
Frito Lay
sure.
they gonna have them knee pads on. He gonna be in his
So
bag.
have you ever ate expired bread before, like when it was the mold on there?
Absolutely.
You take that mold off, you
Just
good.
spread it right on off.
I never took the mold. I never tried to eat bread like that, but I ate bread that was molded. Nothing happened to me.
You ate the
but
mold, boy?
I didn't know it was molded.
Oh,
So
okay. I thought you said you seen that shit.
No, no.
Some other pieces was molded.
No, so this is what happened. I was eating the bread and I kept going in there eating it. My brother was like,
She said
"Hey,
she killed them
he was like, you know, it's mold up on that bread," and it was fresh. Like it was. I had just opened that particular bread, so I was eating molded bread. Like all of it had every piece of bread from that had mold on it.
I mean, actually,
But it was like in the middle.
probably
Like
used
you
to buy
couldn't really
Coke.
see it.
yeah.
Like, why you
Let me, I want to ask the listeners this, and I'm gonna ask y'all. What do y'all call the first and last piece of the bread in the loaf?
Trash and can.
What y'all call it?
When you ain't got shit else.
I've never eaten that, boy.
Oh, you can eat it, especially with some peanut butter.
Y'all ain't never called it- y'all-
with some jelly.
Y'all ain't never called it the heel?
No.
No.
That's what we call it.
Throw that heel away.
Yeah.
That's
What is it called? The ends of the bread.
No, it's different. Like different,
the
different
first
shit.
piece.
Yeah, I'm skipping on.
Like,
I'm skipping on the first 4 pieces actually.
Yeah, you're gonna skip
I
the
go
first,
straight
at least
to-
the
I go
first
to
three.
I go to the third one. The third and fourth.
I would
one.
say at
My
least the
bad.
first three you're gonna skip over.
But we called the heel. What y'all call it? What y'all call it, girl?
The first piece.
So do you smell your bread when you finish? When you about to
Absolutely.
eat it? Okay.
And I hate when
I
somebody
smell
house
food.
got you don't smell your food.
My son.
And it
man,
smell
sweet.
like
Like their house?
mothballs.
Food.
No, that's when they
You got
Sarah
it.
shout to me. Shout to me. Oh, you know
I
you
know.
you knew?
We stayed across the way from them.
Really?
And I used to love their house.
What was y'all at when I was over there?
Were you Plaza?
What was y'all
Apartment
at?
number 3?
I don't know y'all.
No, we the Plaza 100% legend. Like they
Absolutely.
legendary. They might be top.
No,
Right,
listen,
that's
y'all
right,
listen.
that's
Melba gonna shout Stone. They gonna keep
That's
that
your boy.
like ball
And
ball.
no, but Miss Melba house stayed clean.
Oh, absolutely.
Stayed clean. You know,
Absolutely.
my balls, they stayed clean.
They never mad about a fan too. You singing in that motherfucker.
Oh, for real?
Yeah,
How she knew?
Sarah told
That was funny.
me.
No,
You stayed with it, Plaza?
no, I was just going to Sarah house and
He ain't never been that real.
You don't remember Monique? In that
No.
time?
I just don't know about Monique till my 9th grade year. And I had been going to Beauty Plaza since Fleming.
We've been staying over there since I was a kid.
If you go to McDonald's, you make Wheatley Plaza. You survive the mess.
Absolutely.
And then we never went to McDonald's.
My grandma's house used to have like just a grandma smell. And I used to get bread from over there and it used to taste How the fuck is the smell seeping through the plastic?
Because no, because
It is not.
whatever smell and taste go hand in
My
hand.
grandma's house smelled like that. Right? It was like mothballs like what she did, but her house
What you
smelled
do?
like.
You like the way mothballs
I don't like the
smell?
way her house smelled.
But you like mothballs smell?
Y'all really mothballs in the way it smell right
Oh,
now.
okay.
But I ain't gonna lie, my grandma rubens be good as fuck, no matter what they smell.
How y'all know what y'all sin is?
No.
Cause we can't smell it, but like
Other people
like that, like
I just ask you
My mama's house is like cigarettes, but like
that's nuts.
but like our house is just red. Like we're
Y'all
young
just got
and
there,
stuff.
so y'all gotta get y'all.
But I'm just
smells in
saying
there.
we're
It's like get y'all-
younger, so we
Get
have
y'all smell
a
in there.
we have like the younger. Like we have what you have.
What it smell, so it smell like this in here when
Your
y'all.
house don't smell like anything when we walk in here.
So y'all used to it now, I guess.
No, it don't smell like anything.
As
You
long
don't
as
have a.
As long as it don't stink, I'm
As
cool.
long as it don't smell like Japanese blossom.
What is happening going?
Track. If you go to somebody's house and they got Japanese blossom, just leave.
No,
Black
wait.
eyes, I
Somebody
believe.
just
That's
bought-
same. That's same thing.
Somebody I know.
The female version of black
They do just bought them some Japanese blossom.
He wrong.
Shout out to them.
He don't know?
Why?
What'd she say?
Hold on.
She came in. She said she was like, "Guess what I got?" I said, "What?" And I seen the bag, and I'm like, "Wait, no." And she put it. And I said, "Is that Japanese blossom?"
You ain't supposed to buy no Japanese blossom. That's
In 2020,
I've never heard of that.
That's at least 20 years old.
2020.
It was
Okay.
a go-to for women.
The other old scent that y'all know, the Avon, you said, what's it called?
I forgot the name of it.
Crystal something. What is it
I
called?
don't know.
Y'all know that scent. We
Do
got
y'all,
that
do y'all know white diamonds?
White, that's what I'm talking about. White
White
diamond.
diamond?
White
Oh
diamond.
my
That shit don't stink.
No, but they
It
wrong.
don't stink
No.
It's like a teacher.
at all.
No, it's old.
It's like a teacher to me.
Like it's just old.
It's horrible. It's
It
horrible.
ain't bad in
But
black.
I don't like perfume.
No, but I
Yeah.
used to.
What you like, lotions? You got lotions?
Yeah, I like body spray for women.
You like
Perfumes,
sweet
I don't. Yeah,
Oh, okay,
the
okay.
perfumes, I don't really.
So you made like what's her name? It's the one with the shoe bottle. I can't think of it. It's the perfume, but hers smell like a sweet scent.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what. That Gucci Gardenia, that's fire.
That cashmere sword shit,
Don't go
follow
see
me.
Oh, okay.
I know a thing about the other day.
What's that, bro?
I ain't bit nobody ass in a while. When last time you had your ass cheeks kissed a bit too? You know that nigga hit you from the bike and then he pull out nothing just. That's
Not
how
put out
you-
nut, but you just bite it.
That's how you know. That's puts me off. I did my thing and used fire. I'm gonna kiss the man.
No, you do it before you even nut.
Oh, either or. See, he like you.
Nah, what you? Okay, go ahead.
Bro.
I just took that you. That was a little nuts.
I'm just saying if you gonna do it before, nigga, that ass fell.
I'm just saying you can't nut on her then kiss it like that's.
Oh
that's
no.
That's what I'm saying, like,
Oh,
that's-
I ain't what you said.
Okay, that's a little OD.
Oh no, I ain't no.
Niggas do that.
Oh, I mean, hey.
No, I didn't say he nut on it and kiss it.
No, I'm just saying. Niggas.
Oh, okay. I was
Like if he pull out and nut like on your bike or on one cheek, he can bite kiss that other shit.
He don't even nut
No,
down,
it's a nut ain't on
but
there.
that's besides the point. Long story short.
I'm sorry, let's not go ahead.
No, but I do like that. I do like that. Oh,
That's like a
bite my
stamp.
back. Put me some bite marks on my
Yeah,
back.
that's like a stamp.
Like I want to be like on Twilight, like when she had the bite marks everywhere. I
They-
want
they
the
was
bite
doing
marks.
some-
Nah, that was nuts.
They was doing too much.
That was,
No, I want the bite marks everywhere.
She went. She should. Nothing
Yeah,
fine.
yeah.
Wait, nothing fine in there.
Yeah.
Who Bella?
Nobody.
The mean one fine?
I don't know, Tiff. I have no idea what they were.
The meal is good.
I mean, probably so, but I wasn't looking at
But Bella wasn't